Hi everyone. Today is Monday, July 17th, 2017. 2017, a great number. I had mentioned in my previous YouTube video that I would show everyone how to do a specific release ceremony or release event or procedure, process, whatever you want to call it, that I use in my own life to assist change, to create change, and to bring healing into my life on a specific subject. So, most of my techniques that I work with are processes that I learned through shamanic training, which I began in 2004. And I have processed lots and lots of personal, emotional, mental, physical issues through this very process. Sometimes I do it on land, and sometimes I do it right beside a river or right beside a lake. It's dependent on my availability and where I am at the time and what's called for. So you can't do this wrong. And the key is to just be really real when you do the work. And that's the whole purpose in this, is to take your energies that are not serving you and move them back to the land, and then ask the land and spirit to assist in resetting. And so that's what these processes are for, that I'll be sharing with you. And each one has its own mythology, its own way of working. And again, I always say trust your instinct as to what you're drawn to. So today I'm going to speak about stone healing and using stones from the earth that you have collected, either in one sitting or over time. Maybe you're been one of those people that go along and pick up a stone just because you love the look of it. Again, it doesn't matter how you do this. The key is purposeful intention and focus. So what I've done is I've included a picture at the beginning of this YouTube video of the final product that I put together for this example, for this video. But again, it's totally up to you how you do this. Key is we need to become really clear with releasing energies that are affecting us. And a lot of times in this cosmology, in this reality that we live in, we're living in a cause and effect reality. So perhaps something happens in our lives and then we react to that something. And sometimes it just goes away, that reaction, or the other thing it can do is build momentum, and then suddenly we lose sleep, we don't feel good, we're emotionally upset, and we can't stop thinking about this very situation that we're having trouble with. So, this is the greatest time when we get stuck in that momentum, in that loop of trouble and challenge and overthinking, that we step into this process. Because what you're doing through this experience is interrupting the momentum that has taken off for you, that is causing you sleeplessness, that is causing you trouble, that's causing you fear, upset, emotional, chaos, whatever it is. So the key for this process is that you don't need to know what's causing the problem. You need to know what the problem is. So, for example, maybe someone said something to you and it affected you and you got upset about it, and now you're thinking of all the times that something similar happened, and then that's when the momentum takes off. It's all your history showing up. And that history is what you want to give back to the land, those thoughts, those memories, those beliefs, those ideologies, those things that feel stuck and heavy. And so the key is to be real about that. And the lovely part about this is that you don't need to share this process with anyone. It's private, it's personal, it's between you and the land and spirit. And no one needs to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. It's really none of their business. It's between you and your soul. So, first things first, let's get to the process. I think I've spoken long enough about the whys and the whats. We're going to just take a couple minute meditation, and I suggest you do this as well when you're sitting in this process. And all you're doing is quieting your mind and breathing and opening and expanding your field so that you become aware of perhaps other ideas, beliefs that might be running for you that you weren't aware of. So let's just take a couple of minutes, and I'd like you to close your eyes. And I'm just going to use the rattle, and I'm going to ask that you just start to deepen your breath, breathing in the energy of the universe and breathing out any thoughts, energies, beliefs, resistance in general. Breathing in the energy of the universe and breathing out resistance. And so just keep that process going for the next couple of minutes. Just feel yourself really relaxing. Making time for you is an important thing. Just feel your presence, your soul, your spirit, your aliveness expanding, calming, recentering. Just feel that energy of the universe providing for you. Just notice how calm you feel. And this took 2 minutes. And so just come back gently out of this very quick meditation and come back into your body, back into awareness where you see the world around you. You're not just internal, but you're external at this moment. And I just suggest you take a quiet minute and just pray, intend, invoke the powers that you work with. I call in the land spirits, the angels of the land, the Santa-Tierras, the divas of the land. I pray for your assistance. I call in the spirits of spirit, the ones who walk beyond the veil that assist me, my guides, my angels. I pray to you to come and assist. And I ask my soul, my higher self, to be clear and concise with what it is I am working through today. Guide me, direct me, hold me, show me, be with me. And so then I just take one stone, one very large stone I've collected that connects me to the earth. And this is just a normal everyday stone, nothing special, but it comes from the land. And so what I do is I just take a moment and I give thanks to the earth. I blow my gratitude into this stone for the earth and for my body and for this incarnation. It is that simple. And so I just take this and blow it in. Speaking through my heart rather than my mind. And that first stone, which you will see, will be placed on the land in a structure called a stone structure, or in the Peruvian tradition of shamanism is called an apacheta. Some of the northern philosophies call them inukshuks. There's, again, it's mental when we get into those details. Let's stay in our heart. Next beautiful stone that I'm going to pick up is a stone that represents my ancestors. Without them, I would not be here. And so the best thing I can do is continue to give thanks for my ancestors, their teachings, their lessons, their learning, regardless, hard, not hard, whatever the story is, it doesn't matter. At this moment, it's to get real and be present and say thanks to my ancestors. You may name them if you want. Maybe grandparents, grandmothers, grandfathers. to my parents, and to all my ancestors beyond the veil that I am unaware of, but who came before me. Again, this is a heart centered process, not a mental process. And I laid that stone on top of the first stone connected to the earth. The next stone represents uh, my my interaction in life, my specific issues. Perhaps it's the theme of that which is blocking me from feeling joy or feeling free or feeling uh, fluidity. You know, I think anything that shows up in our life that creates resistance needs to be released because life is not meant to be hard, it is meant to be easy. And so I'm picking a theme around my resistance of writing with ease right now. I've been struggling with writing, and is in my way. So this is whatever it is. I don't know what's creating that resistance, and I don't really care. It doesn't matter. All I know is it's time to release it. So I blow that into here. I get real into my stomach, my mind. I get real into the frustration. I get real into whatever it is that is blocking me, mind, spirit, history, whatever it is. Again, I don't need to know. And then I place that on top of my structure. And the last piece I do is I visualize ease and grace and fluidity with writing. Nothing is getting in my way. Everything is flowing. I'm understanding what I'm getting intuitively. It's easy to get it to paper, to collect. It's just simple. And so that's what I'm going to blow in, the vision of what I want. The last piece is a crystal. And this represents my spirit, my soul. And I'm grateful for my soul here in this lifetime, guiding me and being with me in every way. So I just, again, thank you. Brings emotions up for me. So it's getting that real. And that's the biggest part of this work, is to be just as real as you can be. This is not a mental process. It's a feeling process. And then I have flowers. And I take the flowers and I pray gratitude, love, appreciation. I look for the beauty in the flower. I give thanks for the beauty of flourishing and fulfillment. And I give thanks for this opportunity to share with you this medicine, this opportunity, this process. It's a beautiful process. And then, with love, with gentleness, I create my structure with the flowers, with everything. Again, one stone on top of another, and you'll see the picture. Starting with the earth, and then my ancestors, and then my issue, and then the vision of it all being healed, and then the flowers adorning with the message of fulfillment that it's all done, it's all well. I put that on the land and I let it sit for a day or two. I may go back to it. I may have ideas come to me because, again, we're opening portals to more information, more understanding. And then at the end of two days, say, after I feel clearer, I dismantle it. I put the stones back. Sometimes I bury the flowers. Sometimes I place the flowers in water. Sometimes I just leave them on the land. Again, you can't do this wrong. I give thanks to the earth. I may put a little bit of tobacco, and then I am done. This is a powerful process, and I hope for you that you work with it and try it, and then, just let it be for those couple of days and see what happens. I give thanks, I send my blessings, and I wish you well. Take care.